6 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Federal Cabinet has directed the Statistics Division to regularly monitor the prices of essential commodities and brief it on a weekly basis. The Information Minister has urged India to come out of the state of denial on the issue of occupied Kashmir. Construction work on Mamand Dam is being launched in the next 2 weeks. Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan registered over 1,100 new companies last month, showing 43% increase over the corresponding period of the last financial year. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 95,265 innocent Kashmiris during the past 29 years. The second cricket test match between Pakistan and South Africa begins at Cape Town from tomorrow. And now the news in detail. The Federal Cabinet has directed the Statistics Division to monitor the prices of items of daily use regularly and brief the Cabinet on a weekly basis. Addressing the media on Cabinet decisions in Islamabad this afternoon, the Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, said the division will monitor and collect the data on prices of items of daily use in 76 markets and 40 cities and will submit its report to the Federal Cabinet each week. The Information Minister said the Cabinet took stock of the issue of list of 172 people in the exit control list in light of the observations of the Supreme Court of Pakistan and decided to send the matter to ECL Review Committee working under the Ministry of Interior. Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said additional customs duty for offshore exploration companies in order to create a more favorable environment for foreign investment into the country. He said the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf government aims to levy tax on income and not on the companies doing investment. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the government has laid the foundations of sustainable development in the country under the leadership of the Prime Minister Imran Khan. He was talking to the Governor Punjab Chaudhry Mohammad Sarwar in Lahore today. On the occasion, the Governor Punjab congratulated the Foreign Minister on successfully organizing the Conference on Economic Diplomacy and taking effective measures on the diplomatic front. Matters of mutual interest and priorities of the PTI government were also discussed during the meeting. The Information Minister, Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, has urged India to come out of the state of denial on the issue of occupied Kashmir, which has now turned into a human catastrophe. In a tweet, the Information Minister said India must think in terms of humanity, forgetting politics and territory. He said oppression is destined to vanish when it goes beyond a certain limit. The minister tagged a news item published in Daily Mail London headlined, "Death toll hit new peak in Indian Kashmir." The chairman WAPDA, Muzammil Hussain, says all the basic preparations have been finalized to launch the construction work on Mamand Dam within the next 2 weeks. Addressing a press conference in Islamabad today, he said the project has been awarded to the joint venture comprising China Jijuba, Descon and Voith Hydro after clearing all the codal formalities. He said China Jijuba has 70% share in the project, while Descon and Voith Hydro have 30% share. The chairman said all legal, financial and technical impediments in the way of the construction of the dam have been addressed. He said the government has expressed the resolve to provide all necessary resources for the completion of this important project, keeping in view the growing water scarcity and to ensure food security in the country. The Federal Minister for Water Resources, Faisal Wada, says work on Mamand Dam is being started earlier than the schedule and it would be completed before stipulated time frame. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad this afternoon, he said the government will continue working on projects and will not succumb to any pressure. The minister lamented that dams could not be constructed in previous years due to negative agenda of some people. Faisal Wauda rejected allegations against DESCON, saying misunderstandings have been created by some elements against DESCON and the advisor to the Prime Minister on Commerce, Abdur Razak Daud. He said under the mechanism, neither the minister nor WAPTA or any other institution can award contract to a company without following the prescribed procedure. The Election Commission has ordered the review of electoral list under Section 36 of the Elections Act in order to ensure the sanctity of the vote. According to the Election Commission, the exercise is aimed at ensuring that votes are registered as per permanent or temporary addresses of voters mentioned in the computerized national identity cards. This will provide an opportunity to voters to get their vote registered at any of the addresses of their choice mentioned in the national identity card. For this purpose, forms can be submitted in the office of the District Election Commissioner till the 28th of next month. Voters can get information about the registration of their votes by sending SMS on the number 8300. A three-member bench of the Supreme Court, headed by the Chief Justice, Mr. Justice Mia Saqib Nisar, has disposed of the case pertaining to illegal sale of Indian direct-to-home DTH technology boxes in Pakistan. During the hearing in Islamabad today, the bench directed the committee constituted for probing the illegal sale of DTH technology to continue its work and submit a report to the apex court every 3 months. This is Radio Pakistan. Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan registered 1,130 new companies last month, representing a growth of 43% over the corresponding period of the last financial year. According to Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan, the number of registered companies has now reached 94,205. Foreign investment has been reported in 57 new companies. These companies have investors from Canada, China, Greece, Hungary, Japan, Kenya, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Sweden, Switzerland, Thailand, Tunisia, the United Kingdom, the United States, and Vietnam. The Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Ali Amin Gandapur, has urged the media to vigorously highlight the Kashmiri struggle for their inalienable right to self-determination as promised by the international community. In a statement, while congratulating Azad Jammu and Kashmir's senior journalist Tariq Nakash for his unopposed election as the president of Muzaffarabad Press Club, he said media has attained paramount importance in present times as various wars are won and fought with the media power. In occupied Kashmir, the Indian troops in their unabated acts of state terrorism martyred 95,265 innocent Kashmiris during the past 29 years. According to the data issued by the research section of Kashmir Media Service, of those martyred, 7,120 were killed by the troops in custody. As many as 145,504 people were arrested by the Indian forces during the period. The troops destroyed 109,201 residential houses. The Indian forces personnel molested and gang raped 11,111 women during the period. Chinese President Xi Jinping has called on Taiwan to reject independence and embrace peaceful reunification with China. Speaking at Beijing's Great Hall of the People on the 40th anniversary of a landmark Taiwan policy statement, he said reunification is the historical trend and the right path. Former American Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney has said President Donald Trump's words and actions have caused dismay around the world. Writing in the Washington Post, he said Donald Trump had not risen to the mantle of the presidency. In Denmark, 6 people have been killed and 16 others injured in a train accident on the Great Belt Bridge. The bridge is part of the infrastructure that links Denmark and Sweden to Germany. Cricket. The second cricket test match between Pakistan and South Africa will begin in Cape Town from tomorrow. South Africa lead the 3-match series 1-0. The triangular Kabaddi series featuring India, Iran, and Pakistan will begin in different cities of the Punjab from tomorrow. Matches will be played in Sargodha, Bahawalpur, Sahiwal, and Lahore. An Indian squad is expected to arrive in Lahore via the Wagah border tomorrow. The event will continue till the 14th of this month. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, foggy conditions are likely to prevail in the plain areas of the Punjab, Upper Sindh, and Peshawar division during morning and night hours. Frost is also expected in few upper parts of the country during morning hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.